Hi, how's it going everyone? This is Fine Gaming Connoisseur and welcome back to this Let's Play of Mortal Online. And so as you can see, this is the new login screen for the game. And so I'm really glad to see this new change because I've played this game for on and off for a number of years, and I've always wanted to see a new login screen that looks good. And so in the latest update, Starvault has really done a new login screen, and as you can see right now, this looks really good compared to the previous login screens. And so I'm really happy to see that. So well done to SV for doing that. And so yeah, I'm going to log in now, so I will resume this video and then show you what else has changed. Okay, so once we log in, we have the character selection screen, and once again, this is a really great revamp. Yeah, it really does look a lot better compared to the previous versions, and also they've Starvault has added a buy slot button, new. I think that's a new character, delete character, and a log out button here. And also, as you can see, now your characters, they show. You can see how the weapons and the equipment that they're wearing. Before it only showed the armor, but not the weapons or shields. So let's just click on my character. Okay, I think that it looks a little bit. The textures look a little bit washed. Yeah, but that's okay. So can we click play? Oh, okay. So we have to customize the character. Alright. Alright, I'll customize, and then I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so once you've recustomized your character, you log in when you click finish. And so I'm just starting the bank, and I'm just looking at the different characters and the armor textures. Yeah, I think the textures have improved. And if I open up my paper doll, my Tindremic armor looks different as well. It looks much more detailed, and yeah, it does look more like a scale armor. And also another good thing is that my armor icons, they now look proper now. They didn't look like this before. Last time it used to look like the icons from the heavy robe armor, but now it looks like the proper Tindremic scale armor icons. So well done to SV for that as well. So, and also thanks to one of my viewers in my previous episode who suggested that I should train anatomy, and so I've just got the book and I'm training it now. So just wondering where that skill is. No, it's not in survival. It's let me just see. Under studies. Okay, yeah, it is under studies. So anatomy, it's a primary skill, and damage assessment. So I think that skill allows you to see how much damage you do to an enemy every time you attack them. So I might get that later. But yeah, I think basically what this skill enables me to do is use bandages more effectively. So yeah, we're just waiting for the skill to go up slowly. I've got the reading thing happening, which will take 17 hours. But that's okay. Even when you're logged off, the skill will continue to go up. So that anatomy book cost me 2 gold and 50 silvers, so quite an expensive book, for me at least. And also I've decided to take up another weapon skill as well. I've decided to take up clubs, because in my last episode I was down in the sewers and I was fighting the scoundrel with my sword and torch, and it wasn't doing much damage when I used the torch to hit the enemy. So what I thought I might do is train up the clubs skill, so that in future if I ever have to beat on an enemy with a torch, then at least hopefully I will do more damage with that. But also, using a blunt weapon, you can, I think if I remember correctly, you can dismount an enemy using blunt or spear. So what I've done is I've equipped a mace and my Tundremic longsword. So I'm just coming to the graveyard now to get some heads, because my anatomy book cost me quite a few undead heads. So so later on I'll see whether the bandages do more healing after this. Yeah, for those of you who are just starting out, I recommend that you if you're not planning to get player created armors, then the Tundremic scale armor is great if you're planning to hunt the undead in the graveyard, because the Tundremic scale armor has quite a high blunt resistance. So it's great because the undead, they do all the undead except for the undead swordsman, they do blunt damage. So this armor is great for that. Oh, being surrounded. Okay. Okay, so let's see whether we can use a bandage with my swords, with my weapons drawn. Okay, so we can't do that. Okay, so it was 8.9, which is much better compared to if I didn't have the anatomy skill. And while we're at it, we'll also skin the Walking Dead carcass so I can get some bone tissue. Okay. So let's go back to the graveyard and hunt more heads. Killed that undead in 2 hits. But you know, that's just to show you that even the undead, not all of them are created equal. Some are weaker, some are stronger. So I think that sort of keeps you on your toes so that you're not complacent. You know, sometimes, you know, in some games where every mob of the same type is, you know, same strength, you know, so you start to sort of become complacent, but not so with this game. You know, just because you can kill one skeleton, don't assume that you can kill every single one, because you might find that the next skeleton that you take on is able to kill you. So but for the most part, you know, the undead in the graveyard, they're quite weak, most of them. Yeah, they don't really present much of a challenge. But for new players, yeah, I think they will have to be careful. So I think I'll just go back to my bank, put my stuff away. So overall, I'm quite happy with this new patch. It's definitely, I think it definitely has made the armors look better, although you know some people say that it looks worse than the previous patch, but you know, everyone has their own opinions. For me, I'm definitely happy with the new Armour Revamp, armor textures. Yeah, so as you can see, you look at every character, you know, their armor looks much more detailed. And I think I'm going to have to go to the bankers here, because the one at the back there is just too crowded. Okay, so I've got both of those. So maybe we can just see whether we can sell it. If we can't, then we'll destroy it, because I've already got a spare one in my bank. Okay, so we can't sell it. Okay, so we'll just destroy this because I don't need it. I've already got one in my bank, sitting in my bank, so okay, so I think that's where we'll leave this episode. So thanks guys for joining me, and I hope to see you in the next one. So take care.